Now, which global companies are best prepared for the future? It's a question asked every year by the IMD Business School in Switzerland, which publishes an annual future readiness ranking. So let's reveal their findings for 2024. Microsoft is topping the tech sector. When it comes to big pharma, Pfizer is taking the lead. And in the world of fashion, IMD is saying Nike is the most ready for challenges ahead. So let's find out why and go to Lausanne, Switzerland, and speak to Professor Howard Yu, who heads up IMD's Centre for Future Readiness. Good to have you on the programme. So let's talk about your conclusions. Microsoft, to start, we weren't surprised to hear this, given its first mover advantage on AI.
Right, but the bigger story out here is how important it is to democratize generative AI for all sectors. And Microsoft did an incredible job in entering different verticals. But the second is the simplification of all the software solution. What makes Microsoft distinctively unique is this ability to bring in all kinds of software solution under one roof, so that client or end user do not need to worry about many apps in confusions.
So when you rank them at the top in terms of readiness, I mean, you've just outlined some of the key reasons why, but what are you measuring in particular? I mean, do you look, for example, at their plan for sustainability, for that kind of thing as well? Do you include that in this?
Absolutely, because on sustainability, ESG, or diversity, these are really important areas to ensure a long-term prospect. If you're thinking about a software company or a fashion company, you've got to think outside the box. So these are long-term investment, alongside with R&D intensity, new product pipeline. But most importantly, we're also looking at the near-term financial result as well.
Okay.
It's a balanced assessment.
Let's look at Pfizer, big pharma. Now, Pfizer's just recently come out with a profit warning about the year ahead, and yet you're saying it's ready.
Absolutely, because from a balance assessment, you've got to have a more of a holistic approach. Now, near-term financial pressure is not unique to any major company, but if you combine with looking at the drug pipelines, the R&D intensity, and the new product innovation, particularly around disease prevention and diagnostic and personalized treatment, all in all, we see Pfizer emerge as a very strong candidates going forward, alongside with AstraZeneca, for instance.
Yeah, I was going to say, I bet AstraZeneca was a close second. And very briefly, right. Nike, why is this top of the retail list?
What we find is really interesting is in the fashion industry, obviously, if you're a luxury brand, then you're recession-proof. But then what Nike distinct itself is this ability to mix merchandise, to co-brand, social listening, everything together. And we see that online sales continue to grow so dramatically. So it's the king of fashion, really.
Interesting. Professor Howard Yu, thank you. Good to get your take.
Great to be here.